Hey, first grade, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Good to see you all. James, good to see you. You and Nicole, I just saw you guys got that certificate on the old Facebook. Dropping my little notes here. And I'm reading a good book. Hermione! Boom, boom. Stay with me, okay, girlie? Going Down Home with Daddy. This is the cover, and you'll notice that the cover is the same. So I left it off, but I wanted to show you this right here. This is the Caldecott. It's a Caldecott honor book for one of the best books of the year. And I enjoy it a lot. Second time I read the book, I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. Aiden, you like reading? I just realized the other day while I was reading a book that unfortunately a lot of you guys are not going to be able to take these books out for a while. A lot of times when I would read them to you, you would take them right away and check them out. So I'm hoping that the pictures and everything come through, but if they don't, I bet in a month or so we'll be able to check these all out. So this one is Going Down Home with Daddy. It's kind of about a road trip and a family reunion all in one. It's written by Kelly Starling Lyon, and it's illustrated by Daniel Minter. And I'd ask you guys what the illustrator and the author does, but you guys know what they are, right, Ethan? You kind of know everything about those things. I can't teach you that anymore. I do like, even though it's kind of plain right there, it's not white. It's got these kind of little like coffee stains or something on it that are kind of cool. I actually like those. But the book itself kind of has these interesting layers that someday you'll have to see up front and close, okay? And we're going to start out with, on reunion morning we rise before the sun. Daddy hums as he packs our car with suitcases and a cooler full of snacks. He says there's nothing like going down home. So he's working maybe up north, or the whole family moved up north for a job, but he still misses where he grew up. And that's down in the south someplace. We leave when the sky is still filled with sleep. Sis closes her eyes, but mine stay wide open. I watch as we drive from city streets to flowing highways under a sweep of sparkling stars. Little Alan, Mama says after a while, you better catch some Z's while you can. I try to rest, but I can't stop smiling. Soon, I see my great-grandma, Granny, hanging out with my cousins. But when I look at my hands, empty as the road in front of us, my smile fades. The anniversary celebration. I bet everyone has something to share, everyone but me. What do you think, Hermione? Does he look happy or does he look a little worried? Yeah, I agree. Grayson, you napping on me? I haven't heard you shout out in a second. You okay, bud? I doze off in the cloud of worry and wake to the sunbeams licking my face. So they're using some really cool language here. So he dozes off in a cloud of worry. He's not really in a cloud, but all of his worries kind of float around him. So he's thinking about that. So it's sort of like he's in a cloud and it's kind of foggy and he's feeling. But when he wakes up, he's got the sunbeams tickling on his face, shining in the car window. I squint and I see a familiar John Deere tractor store and a gray silo standing at attention. Silos always stand at attention because they're straight up and down. We are almost there. Sis and I sit up straight as pines when we see Granny's wood frame house. She's right where we left her last year's reunion, scattering corn for her chickens like tiny bits of gold. There she is, shouts Sis. Now take a look at those chickens. Now if we look at Grandma, and I'm hoping the light shows good on that. Look, Grandma looks like a regular person. But who can tell me what the chickens are? Ethan? Yeah, they're little different colors. But what does that look like? What does that look, Aiden? Oh, you must have a birthday coming. You said wrapping presents. Wrapping paper, yeah. And then we got the corn from there, like they're giving the chicken. They got the corn right over here in a white outline. Granny spreads her arms wide and wraps us both inside. Mama, she says, and showers us with our cheeks with peppermint kisses. I miss you so. I miss you guys so. I miss all you kids. I'm not going to give you peppermint kisses, though. No peppermint kisses from Mr. D. All afternoon, a parade of family comes home. Grandma Loretta, Grandpa James, aunt and uncles, and more cousins than I can count. Few of you guys have a few family members, right? I know the boys have a lot of people. I bet when you guys get together, there's more than you can count. Got a head just like your daddy, Uncle Jay teases me. And Daddy's eyes twinkle. Now I know you're not talking about heads. Can't take them anywhere, Grandma Loretta says, and she's laughing. I'm going to have a question for you. Oh, look at this. Playing that little paddleball with a ball. The big kids are talking. They're playing around. Grayson, I'm gonna fix you up with a question to see if you're paying attention. While the grown-ups catch up, we cousins run to the fence and visit Granny's cows and goats. You doing something for a celebration? Isaiah asks us. Singing Grandma's favorite song. His eyes is on the sparrow, she says. How about you? Reading Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. By the way, Langston Hughes is a famous black poet. I made a scrapbook in Grammy's favorite color blue, Devin says. You got something, little Alan? I kick a stone. My eyes start to burn. Ready for a tractor ride? Sis asks, saving me from having to answer. Okay, Grayson, give me a shot here. Help me out. Why do you think they call him Little Alan? He's small. There's another reason, though. They don't call you Little Grayson, but they call him Little Alan because of another reason. Aiden? Kinda true. The reason why they call him Little Alan is his dad is probably Big Alan, or just Alan. And so when he was born and named after his dad, they started calling him Little Alan so they would know they weren't talking about the dad. I swallow hard and climb onto the trailer with Sis and Mama. I lean against the hay as Daddy drives us past the smokehouse and the fishing pond and rumble by the field dotted with puffs of white. Cotton has always been this land long time, just for us, Daddy says. Pa would drive your uncle and me a tractor just like this one. Look to your left, Pa would say. Look to your right, Pa would say. And the land just seemed to go on forever. Everything you see, Pa would say, is ours. I think about what Daddy said and I sit up tall. Pa's gone, but this is our time to come together and remember. See, they're cotton farmers, and there they are out there looking at everything on the tractor, and then there's the cotton plants with white lines. I like how they do those white lines there. Daddy words make me want to share more than ever. When the ride stops, I ask him what to do. Think in your heart, little Alan. That's what Pa always told me. Just then we hear Granny, come on, get this food while it's still hot. And she calls from the porch. Okay, we're going to take a little break there because we got a special commercial. Guess who the star is of it? Welcome everybody for a time to read a book. We have a special appearance today from Princess Nicole and her rock and roll ukulele. I hope you'll put your hands together and enjoy her and read a book.
Read a book, read a book, read a book. Everybody read a book. Everybody read a book. Yay!
Now, let's join our story in progress. Ha! Pretty good, right? Guys, Nicole's been reading to me and she's been putting commercials in her stories too. We dash inside. The dining room overflows with love-made dishes. Smoked turkey, collard, mac and cheese, okra and tomatoes, and biscuits oozing with mayhaw jelly, just like Daddy likes. Hand in hand, we celebrate a ring inside the house that Pa built for Grandma. Heart to heart, we share what we are thankful for. Nothing is more important than family, Granny says, tearing up as she looks at every face. Amens all around. Yeah, Ethan, I've been seeing little notes that you're reading up a storm. Next time you come to school, I'll have to have an umbrella if you keep reading up a storm. Get it? On Sunday, we feel sick, or I feel sick, not fever and sneezing sick, but I wish I had more time sick. The celebration starts at dusk. Get a move on, little Alan, Grandma Loretta says. You know Granny doesn't play. Growing up, we never missed the service, so it's Sunday and they're heading off for church. At church, Daddy points to the spot where he and Uncle Jay performed a duet on trombone and trumpet. My hands were so shaky, so much I could barely play, Daddy said. But then I saw Grandma smiling and my jitters went away. Guys, remember when you did the concert in December and usually around this time? How you'd be like nervous when the stage opened and the lights were on you, but then you'd find your family and you'd feel kind of relaxed. That's how Pa felt when he was back there. Daddy did. I wonder if looking at Grandma will help me. But when our eyes meet, all I can think about is being the only kid with nothing to say. I like this. So over here's the trumpet, but then there's little Alan thinking. After the service, we head back to Granny's and change into our reunion t-shirts. Generations of our family smile from every wall. Mama, Sis, and I peer at the black and white pictures of Pa and Granny. Their eyes, brave and bold, remind me of Daddy's eyes. You have their eyes too, Mama says. Now, take a moment through here. See that picture right there? Now, I bet a lot of you guys have pictures of your family on the house, reminding you who and where you came from. I think about the tractor ride and Daddy's stories, and I think about walking in Pa's and Granny's footsteps. I think and collect treasures from our land, and I lift my head to the sun. He's starting to come with something. He's starting to have an idea what he's going to share. Just before Saturday night falls, we sit on the porch, steps and metal lawn chairs. It's celebration time. Our people were stolen from Africa and shipped to this continent in chains, Daddy says. But no one could lock away their dreams. Their dreams on this land during slavery. They dreamed on this land as they made their way and no way and fought Jim Crow. 75 years ago, a farmer and a teacher bought this land, and Daddy gazes over at Granny. And look at us now. One after another, cousins offer their tributes. Sis' song makes Granny's eyes shine. Isaiah's poem gets everyone nodding. And then, step forward. Anybody got to guess what he's going to say? What he's going to do? Hold it. I just want you to think about it. And you tell me if it was the right thing. I feel like a spotlight is blazing on me. I look down and I say nothing. It's okay, little Alan, Sis whispers, and I lift my head up and see gleaming smiles. And I try again. See how focused he is? But he's still nervous because it's brand new to him. He's going to talk about something for the first time. There he is. Closes his eyes, and he's all ready, and he starts. Cotton for the quilts Granny made to keep her children warm. I say, holding a white cloud in my hands. See what he's holding here? He's got a little cotton there, and he's got some dirt, and here's some pecans in the back. See all that? Sorry if I moved that too fast. I pinched the dirt and let it rain to the ground, and earth for the land that's ours as far as we can see. Fireflies wink and whirl in a carnival around us. That's right, I hear Granny say, and Daddy flashes a thumbs up. And I grin at the moon. It glows back at me. We're a mighty family, Daddy booms. Mighty, they roar back. So basically what he was saying is who we are is what we are and what we've always been. They've recycled life. And actually, I've got a couple more pages here, but I'd like you guys to go talk to your family. Not this second, but after we're done, you got time, you're alone with them, spending more time with them. Ask your mom or your grandma what it was like when they were a little kid, where they grew up with their brothers and sisters. And if you got a great-great-grandma, ask them. Grayson, ask your aunt. Ask your aunt if she ever lived in a pink condo. Can you remember that? Ask Aunt Ashlyn, did you ever live in a pink condo? Let me know what she says. Then we try to make the night stretch on forever. As grown-ups slap cards and checkers against the table, we cousins dig through old trunks and laugh until our hearts explode with joy. Too soon our goodbye morning comes. We hug all the way to the door. Then we climb into our car and watch Granny and her house shrink and disappear. Now remember, they're driving away and Granny and her house are shrinking and disappear. But in the beginning of the story, it was just the opposite. They were driving up to Granny and she was right there, just like she is now. Hermione, how you doing? You with me? Okay, good. Ethan? Good. Aiden, you've been kind of quiet. Are you getting kind of restless because you can't go out and run around too much? When we go down home with Daddy, everything we see holds a piece of him and us. We head up the highway thinking about family and dreaming about next year. And there's those chickens in wrapping paper. Okay, how we like this book? We like it a lot, like the trees there. I love this book. I think it's pretty darn good. You don't have to like it, but it's pretty good. I like it because I think most of you guys are probably spending time at home, and now would be a good time to ask everybody, where did you come from? Mom, who's your mom? And Grandma, who's your mom? Who's your daddy? Okay? Okay. Take care, my friends, and I hope to see you next week.